What's up, guys? You know who it is. Midwest Tour Review, aka Tractor King, as I've been affectionately called here recently. We've got the International Cub Cadet torn down to the frame. I think probably as far as we're gonna take it. I don't know. I may end up taking the power steering, or not power steering, but the steering out of it, and the deck adjustment. I don't know yet. Okay, sorry about that. My family just got back from the grocery store, but we got it all torn apart, guys. It is in pieces. We're gonna be power washing like crazy tomorrow. Right now, I am scraping off like 20 years of grime off the transmission housing, the transmission itself, I guess I should call it. Look how thick that is, guys. Look at that. I should have done like an what is it called, an ASMR or something like that? What does that stand for? I don't even know. But the funny thing is, though, all of this whatever is on here, it preserved the paint. So it's like the original paint is still underneath there, which is awesome. It doesn't really matter so much because we're gonna paint it anyway, but the idea that it's still there is pretty cool. I mean, no matter where I scratch it, it's still there. So that's cool. Oh God, almost did a split on camera. Let me come over here on the side so you guys can see it. In my area, funny enough, you guys are gonna probably get a kick out of this. I was on my bike riding the other day with my brother, and we went past, I live out in a rural area here in my town. And so there's a lot of farms, stuff like that, lots of farming, big farming community. And there's a huge, absolutely huge farmers auction happening this weekend, I believe. And so the wife and I were coming back from a neighboring city, and I says, hey, let's go look at that. Well, actually, she suggested it. Let's go look at the equipment to see what they got over there, because we're in the market for a trailer. She has a business, and we need a trailer for her business. So we went over there and looked, and sure enough, there was about 20 trailers or so, and lots of farm equipment. And I found 2 International Cub Cadets. So I'm just saying, I didn't say I was gonna buy them. I just say I found some, and they're not the same series that I already have. So needless to say, I'm gonna go to that auction this weekend, and we're gonna see what happens. I'm just going to look at the stuff, you know. That's what I told her, at least. So, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm glad that this is all coming off. We'll be able to read the casting numbers and all that kind of stuff. Although I've already researched it, and I already know all the information about the transmission and all that kind of stuff now, which I didn't know for a fact before, but I do know now. So this is going to come out pretty cool when we get it power washed. It's going to take some washing. I do believe that. It's not going to be a simple process, I can tell you that much. I wanted to go ahead and crack it open. That's why I was initially scraping this crap off, so I could look at everything on the inside. But because it is awfully oily, you know, and I don't know why that is. I mean, I don't know if that means that something's leaking, which is typically what you would think, is that something's leaking, and that's why there's so much caked on, you know, grit and grime. So I don't know. We're gonna probably have to crack it open anyway, because I'm not sure how to check the level on here yet. So, but it's just caked on everywhere. I mean, no matter what part of you look at, you know, around the wheel hubs, it's just everywhere. But everything's free. and everything sounds really good. I mean, like it sounds smooth my John Deere's. So we'll have to see, you know. Look at the front of it. Oh God, get your ASMR on that, boys. Let's go around the front. Let's see. Oh, I got the steering wheel off, guys. I'll tell you about that in a second. So I'll tell you now, actually, while I'm scraping this. So I went to good old Harbor Freight looking for some air hammer bits, because I only have one or two and they're not the right profile. So I went there, no luck. They have the Chief brand, but they were all like chisels. They weren't the actual hammering bits. And I needed the hammers, obviously, right? So that didn't work. So I called my brother, and I'm like, dude, man, you got to have some in your shop. He says, oh, yeah, I think I do. So long story short, went over to his place. He did, in fact, have some. So I came home, did a little bit of hammering on it, not a lot, and then I decided to put some heat on it. I was trying to avoid putting heat on it initially, but I'm like, you know what? I already screwed it up anyway. So what the hell's heat going to do now? It ain't gonna make it any worse. So I put some heat on it, a little bit more hammering, and then I said, you know what, let me get the puller back out again and see if I can do a better job at setting up the puller, the 3-jaw. Somebody suggested using a 3-jaw, and I had already tried that, but thank you for your suggestion, because that ultimately ended up working. So I put the 3-jaw in there, repositioned everything to make sure that it will pull on the metal washer and not the remaining plastic that's there, because I already broke off a lot of it. And that worked. So we got it to pop off with a little bit of heat, a little bit of pulling power, and that seemed to work pretty well. So yeah, just want to let you guys know. Got that off today. Look how thick that shit is, man. Look at that. It's remarkable how much stuff is in here. You guys think it's leaking? Or is it just dirty? I mean, you have to scrape this shit off, because, you know, the power washer is great, but it ain't gonna cut through all this stuff. You'll be power washing for a whole week. So this is not done in vain, because it'll certainly cut down the water usage. And the reason why, you may say, man, what's with all the tractors and all that kind of stuff? Well, tractors, first of all, like I told you before, where I live at, I can use them. But you may say, well, yeah, but you only need like one tractor, maybe two at the most. And that is true. I already have enough tractors to support my life and my lifestyle here in my quote-unquote farm. So why do I still have them? Why am I still buying them and working on them? Well, I like the content that they create. They allow me to make, rather. And I enjoy working on them. It allows me to, because I can't, my cars are not brand new. Like my truck is the oldest vehicle I own, and everything else is considerably newer. So I don't get a chance to work on them as much as I would like. And then when somebody's vehicle breaks, then obviously I'm gone to work on that. I don't typically work on people's cars at my own property. So, and I have a travel bin for that. So this allows me to get out to my shop, be in my own element, and work on my own equipment. And so, and it's a cheap hobby. You know, I can buy a tractor in my area, and I'm not saying this is everybody else's area, but I can buy a Cub Cadet, International Harvester Cub Cadet, or John Deere 316, 318. I can't find the 400s very well, but I can find the 300 series and the 200 series and the 100 series really cheap. And there's a massive salvage yard by me. You guys may have heard me talk about it before. and I can go there and pull parts all day. So that's additional content, and I can get the parts for cheap. So I save, and I make money, right? But I can then spend time in my own shop learning, you know, basically learning a new skill set. So I'm not just sitting around on my ass getting fat and lazy and not learning anything. So I learn a new skill set, and then I can turn around at the end of the day, when all is said and done, I can turn around and take that tractor that I used to make money on, because I have a YouTube channel and I'm a content creator, so I'm going to make a little bit of money there. Not going to make a lot, but I'll make a little bit. I'm going to gain a new skill, and then I'm going to turn around when I realize I don't want that tractor anymore. I was like, okay, it's time to go ahead and part with it, get something new. I can turn around and sell it, and I'm going to make way more money than what I paid for the tractor, or including parts put into it, and all of the knowledge that I gained while working on it and rebuilding it. That's valuable too. That's priceless, you know. So it's a win-win, you know. And I keep active. Like I said, I'm not on my butt sitting around eating and watching nonsense on TV, you know. So you're just winning all the way around. So that's why. And you guys like it, right? So if you guys like it, then fine. So I can't always go out and be buying tools. I mean, spending money on tools that are not making me money. If I'm a mechanic, then yeah, that makes sense, because I can make content on it at home, unboxing it and talking about it, and then I can turn around, take it to work, and make more money. But I'm not a mechanic. So my only opportunity to make money using my tools is to do it via YouTube, which means I have to have content in order to do that. So that's why I buy what I buy. So, yep. So I do it primarily for you guys. Just look at that. Look at that. Let's try something real quick. So, oh, that's right there. And the kids come out in the shop. My boys come out, my daughters come out. They were all out last night playing because the weather was a lot nicer. So they get to hang out. We can all pick on each other, and they play out here, and, you know, come over here and ask questions and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot to be gained from that. And you guys are part of that. You guys help that, because if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't be buying these things. And not saying I wouldn't still have those opportunities with my kids, but it does afford me an opportunity to teach them some things as I'm working on these things, because they ask questions. Kids are naturally inquisitive, and they want to know. So it gives me an opportunity to share, you know, things with them. You know, so thank you guys for that. I gotta get my CT761 out of there. I mean, it's remarkable, guys. I almost think this oil and grit and grime saved this tractor. Funny enough, because it's certainly coated. I don't know how this video is going to turn out, because I'm like all over the place with the camera. But no matter where I scrape, there's good paint underneath of it. So it's going to be really cool to see how this turns out tomorrow when I power wash it. Leave it in the comment section, guys, if you want to see that power wash video. If you're not interested, then I won't do it. But, well, I won't record it. I'm still going to power wash it. See, this is... Look how thick that shit is. Look at that. Ugh, that's kind of hard. And this, I mean, I got to get this crap off, right? So I got to see, are we leaking? You sure think that we are. You sure would think we are. so thick. I hate to think that somebody was just that careless with the equipment, just didn't give a shit. But it sure as hell seems that way. And like I said, I don't know how, yeah, that's enough for tonight. I don't know how long this thing's set, you know, not being used. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave all the equipment, all the tools out too. I'm gonna pull all the battery stuff away. And CT761, love this thing. Once again, the Capri sockets, guys, are freaking fantastic. I'm telling you. You know you got a good socket when you can put it on an impact gun and it survives. Oh, come on. Oh. Let's see here. Oh. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I think I'm gonna do a video talking about these Capri sockets too. Kind of let you guys give a general update on them. Yeah, so, all right, guys, I think that's it. I'm rambling now. But so tomorrow's video, if you guys want to see it, it's going to be power washing this bad girl up. So let me know what you guys think about that. If you want to see that, we'll get it recorded. If you're not interested, let me know. All right, guys, catch you in the next one. Peace.